Okay, is this working? Let's see. Cool. Hello. Let me fix that. Hello and welcome to the third of a series of videos / live streams that look to explore the various cards in the minor arcana portion of the tarot. Today's card is the Three of Swords. So far we've looked at the Ace of Swords and the Two of Swords. In this we will be looking at the symbolism that is used in various depictions of this card, at least the fundamental things that are meant to always be there, as well as some associations with various other kind of spiritual studies, such as astrology, numerology, alchemy, runes, I Ching, Reiki, Ayurveda, herbalism, Qigong, Kundalini, animism, and sacred geometry. As I do this series, some things get added and removed based on whether or not I think they are relevant. I will eventually be going back through these and adding any that I forgot, or removing ones that I think are not as significant as I had hoped, or helpful as I had hoped. Specifically, you might have noticed in previous ones I had included the practice of Tai Chi, but after seeing that in general the information that provided was not really relevant or helpful, or didn't really expand on anything, I decided to no longer include that one. So, without any further delay, let's get started. The Three of Swords. The Three of Swords, with symbolism, the card has three swords piercing a heart in front of a storm. The three blades piercing the heart represent a deep emotional pain, heartbreak, and sorrow. The number of 3 signifies a culmination or peak experience. The heart itself represents emotions such as love and the core of one's emotional being. The stormy clouds in the background, often depicted with lots of rain, are symbolizing sadness, grief, and tumultuous emotions. Tumultuous emotions. Tangent. I am getting this information by using automated research that pulls from these various fields, and I double check what it says with what my personal knowledge is, as well as information from my own personal tarot deck. So I do want to acknowledge that there may be some inaccuracies just because the information provided is being automated, but also know that it is not just being pulled out of nowhere. I am honestly trying to get this as accurate as possible. Astrological associations. In terms of the elements, the Three of Swords, just as all swords cards are, relates to the element of air, representing intellect, communication, and mental processes. The relevant zodiac signs are Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius. These relate to the mental and communicative aspects of the card emphasizing how heartbreak and emotional pain are processed intellectually and communicated. Numerology. In numerology, the number 3 symbolizes creativity, growth, and expression. In the context of this card, it is signifying the growth and culmination of emotional experiences, often through painful lessons. So, basically just your personal development of your character. In an alchemical context, it is best represented through the best concept in alchemy to be represented by the 3 of Swords is separation, or the process of breaking down and refining elements. The 3 of Swords represents a painful separation of emotions from one's intellect, highlighting the necessity of breaking down old emotional patterns to facilitate growth. Multiple of the fields that I'm looking at include chakra, but I do want to note that these different fields kind of look at chakra from a different perspective. So when I repeat them, just keep that in mind. In terms of chakra, would be related to the heart chakra, or anahata, which governs love, relationships, and emotional well-being. This chakra's influence emphasizes the pain and healing process related to love and emotional connections. In Reiki specifically, it would be it is crucial with dealing with the theme of the 3 of Swords, in which Reiki practices can help balance and heal your anahata, or heart energy, aiding in the recovery from emotional pain. With runes, it is related to the rune Thurasaz. The rune signifies conflict, challenge, and potential suffering, which aligns with the 3 of Swords themes of emotional pain and the need to confront and overcome these difficulties. In I Ching, it is related to hexagram 23, called Bo, or splitting apart. It represents disintegration and the breaking apart of structures, aligning with themes of heartbreak and the breakdown of one's emotional stability. Here's another chakra-related one. Kundalini. Again, in Kundalini relates to the heart chakra, Anahata, which it resonates with Anahata, emphasizing the need for emotional healing and the release of heart-centered blockages. Ayurveda. An excess of vata, which is air and ether elements, can lead to anxiety, restlessness, and emotional instability. The 3 of Swords reflects the need to ground and balance your vata energy to manage and heal from emotional pain. One more thing to note, I am not playing music because I realize that in the long term, when editing these down, it would be helpful to have the music being recorded separately. And as I have as of yet not been able to record the music or live stream the music separate from the rest of my audio, I don't really know how to do it yet. I will be figuring this out. I could do a tarot reading on Zoom, maybe. I haven't really thought much about that. Back to our reading. We will look at herbalism. In herbalism, the Three of Swords is best represented by the flower called the rose, which is known for its healing properties for the heart and one's emotions. The rose embodies the essence of the Three of Swords. It can help soothe and heal emotional wounds, promoting love and emotional balance. Okay. In Qigong, the practice relevant to the Three of Swords would be heart energy healing, which focuses on balancing and strengthening your heart energy and can help release emotional pain and promote healing. Okay. In animism, the Three of Hearts is represented with the spirit of the wolf, which represents loyalty, intuition, and emotional depth. The Three of Swords aligns with the wolf's themes of navigating one's emotional pain and finding strength in your emotional depth and loyalty. In sacred geometry, the Three of Swords is represented with the triangle, which is a symbol of growth, change, and stability. In the Three of Swords, this would be the emotional pain you experience leading to growth, which it signifies the transformative power of painful experiences. Let's see, we already went over symbolism, but it looks like there are more symbolic significances. Let's see. Three of Swords representing the peak of emotional pain and heartbreak, symbolizing a significant emotional lesson or realization. The hearts being the core of emotional experience, representing love, sorrow, and emotional vulnerability. And the stormy cloud signifying sadness, grief, and emotional turbulence, indicating the intensity of the emotional experience. I will now go into the interpretations of the Three of Swords. Upright, it most often represents heartbreak and sorrow, representing deep emotional pain, heartbreak, and sorrow, suggesting a significant emotional wound that needs to be acknowledged and healed. It can represent separation and loss, or the end of a relationship or emotional connection. It signifies the pain of letting go. Truth and clarity. The piercing swords symbolize the painful truth and clarity that comes from facing difficult emotions and situations, ergo why they are stabbing the heart. And finally, at least while right side up, the Three of Swords represents emotional release, encouraging the release of pent-up emotions and the need for one to process their grief and sorrow. In reverse, the Three of Swords can represent healing and recovery, suggesting the beginning of an emotional healing process. It indicates that the worst of the pain is over and healing can begin. It can represent emotional blockage, representing an inability or unwillingness to confront and process emotional pain, which leads to emotional blockages. You are ready to heal, but there is something in the way, preventing you from letting go. Forgiveness and acceptance. It encourages forgiveness and acceptance as a part of the healing process. It is a signal that there is a need for you to let go of past hurts. And finally, the reversed Three of Swords represents lingering pain, indicating that emotional pain may still be present, but the intensity of that pain is diminishing. There is hope for eventual recovery. Some theological and philosophical interpretations that I also like to include, specifically from Christian theology, Jungian psychology, and the Kabbalah. In Christian theology, the pierced heart can represent the sacred heart of Jesus, symbolizing profound love, sacrifice, and the emotional pain associated with divine love. In Jungian psychology, it represents the confrontation with shadow aspects of the self, particularly those related to emotional pain and heartbreak. This emphasizes the necessity of integrating these experiences for personal growth. And in the Kabbalah, it is linked with the Sephirah of Binah, or understanding, representing the deep emotional understanding that comes from experiencing and processing pain and sorrow. This has been my comprehensive guide to the Three of Swords, looking into modern psychological and spiritual as well as historical context, the symbolism, and the different perspectives surrounding what the card is meant to represent. The Three of Swords encapsulates the profound and often painful journey through emotional challenges required to reach healing and growth of one's character. That'll be all for today. Thank you everyone for joining me for today's look into the Three of Swords. Next up will be the Four of Swords. I will see you all next time. A quick note, I want to say I appreciate each and every last one of you, whether you are watching this live or after the fact. Either way, I cannot even begin to express how grateful I am that anyone would want to watch my nonsense. So thank you, and farewell. Cannot even begin to express how grateful I am that anyone would want to watch my nonsense. So thank you, and farewell.